Hello, I am Sonali Pawar. In this video, we are going to see the Android Studio. Android Studio is a IDE. It means Integrated Development Environment. So it provides the environment to develop Android application. You can use the Java Kotlin with the Android Studio. Here in this tutorial, I am using the Java. So to use the Java, you have to install the JDK and also you have to install the Android Studio. I will give the link in the description box. Through that you can install the Android Studio and JDK also. Once you install the Android Studio and when you open the Android Studio, you can see this environment, and in the file option you are able to create the new project. Just click on the file menu and after that through the new you can create your new project. And if your project is already created, then you can add the activity fragment in your project. Now next is, once you create the new project, by default it creates the two files. It's a main activity.java and activity main.xml. This activity.xml file is related to the design. Here you can see this is the design file, and when I click on the Java, you can see here this file is related to the Java coding. It means suppose in the design view I want to write or I want to call a one function. When I click on this button, that code I am able to write in the Java file, and this XML file is related to the design. In case of the XML file, you can see the code of this XML file when you click on this code tab. I will just click on this code tab and you are able to see this code, and which is similar to the HTML code. Here you can, in the design you can see there are the three buttons and two text views, and if I go into the code you can see for the text view it has created the text view you can say tag, and two text view tags are there and three button tags are there, and which are present in the constraint layout. This is the layout, name of the layout. It is a constraint layout. I will go into the design. Now here you can see this is the palette. Through that you can drag and drop the components in your design. Suppose I want button, then you have to just drag and drop that button in the design view and you are able to see that button in the design. This is the one way, and another way is you just go into the code and using this tag you are able to create the button in the design view. So if you write any code here and if you make the changes, any changes here, it will be reflected in the design also, and if you make any changes in the design, that will be reflected into the code also. This is the XML file, a code view of the XML file, and this one is a design view. And suppose I want to change the attributes of this button tag, you have to just click on that component, and through this attribute tab you are able to change the attributes of the button tag. These are the attributes. You can able to change the value of these attributes. Same way, suppose you want to change the attributes of this text view, you have to just click on that text view and you are able to see the attributes which are related to the text view. And suppose if you want to minimize this attribute tab, you have to just click on this minimize button. This will be applicable for all tabs. Suppose I want to minimize this palette, just click on the minimize button and you are able to see that it get minimized. Same way for the component tree. The component tree represents the which are components are present in your design view. Right now there are the two text views and three buttons, so you are able to see that all you can say components in the component tree, and main we are using this constraint layout. Inside this constraint layout there are the two text views and three buttons. Suppose if you want to minimize this component tree, just click on this minimize button, you are able to minimize it. Suppose afterwards you want to see the component tree, just click on this component tree, you are able to see that component tree. Now next, same way for the palette also, you have to just click here and you are able to see the palette, and where you are able to drag and drop the components onto the design view. I will just minimize it. Now next thing is in the design, as I said that for the XML file there are the two views. First one is this is the design view and second one is a code view. And suppose if you want to see both views, code and design view also, then just click on the split. Then you are able to see the design view also and code view also. And suppose if you want to see only design, then just click on the design view. Now next is, here you can see it is a design, and if you want to see the blueprint also, then just click here, and I want the blueprint, just click here. Then you are able to see the blueprint. And suppose if you want to see design plus blueprint, then just click here. You are able to see the design and blueprint also. Now I will go with the design, so just click here, then you are able to see only design. Now next is, as I said, that when you create the any new project, by default it creates the two files. One is a Java and this is the XML. So these two files are related. This represents the design and this represents the Java code. Means you can say whatever the code you have written, means when I click on that button, when I open a specific tab, that time which code you want to run, that will be present, or you can write, you are able to write the different functions in the Java. So these two files are related. Now next is, so in the project tab you are able to see these are the number of folders. Suppose I just close this Java file, and suppose again you want to open that file. So how can I open that? Just go into the project tab. Here it represents the project structure, and go into the Java folder. Just click on the Java folder, and after that again click on this, go into this particular folder, my application. My application is the name of my project, so it has written here my application, and after that just double click on this file, and you are able to see your Java file. Same way, suppose if you close that XML file, then how can I open that file? Just go into the resource folder. After that, go into the layout folder and just double click on this XML file. After that, you are able to see your XML file, which represents the design view. Now next thing is, right now in my application it contains only one file or one activity. This is called as an activity. This is the one file and it is called as an activity. So in my application right now it contains only one activity. One application can contain the multiple activity. एक application में multiple activities हो सकती है. So right now in my application there is only one activity. So it contains one Java file and one XML file. Suppose if you insert the new activity, so how can I insert? Just go click on file menu. After that new, and then choose this activity, and after that go with the empty activity. Just click on the empty activity, and after that it shows you one dialog box where you are able to give the name for your activity. And when you create the new activity, it automatically creates the two files. One is a Java file and second one is a XML file. So Java file will be saved in this Java folder, and XML file will be stored in the layout folder. So if you have two activities in your application, then it will contain the two Java files and two XML files. Now this is called as you can say Android Studio environment. Now after that, once your application is ready, then you want to you want to run that application. How to run that application? So you have to just click on this run button, then you are able to execute your application. So that output of this application will be, you can see that output into the emulator, and here you can choose your emulator. These are the virtual devices. Virtual device means virtually it creates the mobile phone, and within that mobile phone it will show your output. You can create your own virtual device. For that you have to click on this AVD manager. Once you click on the AVD manager, it will open one dialog box, and through that dialog box, see I have already created these two virtual devices, and suppose if you want to create one more virtual device, then click on this create virtual device. Once you click on the create virtual device, it will show these options, and suppose if you want to create the virtual TV, then go with this TV category. Right now I want to create the virtual phone, so I just chosen this phone, and after that you can choose this size, means it will shows the screen size, everything, resolution. So I will choose anything whatever you want, and after that click on the next, and after that you are able to choose the version which you want to install in your application. And right now my internet is not connected, so it's not showing any option here, but it will shows the option which version of Android Studio, or sorry, which version of Android operating system you want to install in your virtual device. See, this is the virtual device, this is the size, and this is the resolution of my phone, you can say. But in that phone, which version of Android operating system you want to install, that will be, you can able to choose here. And after that, you are you just, when you click on the finish button, you are able to see that option in this drop down list. And after just select that option in which virtual device you want to see your output, and then click on the run button, then you are able to see your output. So this is all about the Android Studio. I hope you enjoy this video. Thank you for watching my video.